92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's couple for the second date update met at a place that I didn't even know existed, and a place I'd probably never want to go to. A Yelp party.
Oh, I've heard of those.
You've heard of these things?
Yeah.
Really? Do you rate your own party at that point?
I guess. Yeah, I had no idea. Apparently, if you're like an elite member of Yelp, they all get together and talk about the reviews that they've had and stuff like that.
Like the best Chinese food in town?
Yeah, they're both members of the elite squad of Yelpers.
Oh, it's so hard to get into that. I'm not. You have to do like over 300 reviews or something.
Jose's on Yelp all the time. He knows all about it. So I can just imagine these people meeting and then complaining about each other the whole time, or thinking about what they're going to write or review about each other when they get home. So Gary met Tara at one of these Yelp parties. Gary, what's up? How's it going, man?
That's strange.
It's going all right.
All right.
Okay.
I feel like you're already writing a review of the show.
Yeah.
So tell us about this Yelp party that you met Tara at.
Yeah, well, we both belong to the same club. I guess she kind of just joined it. It's called Seattle. You know, part of people that write a lot of reviews for Yelp, sometimes we get together at parties and kind of just talk about things we've reviewed together. I know it's kind of nerdy, but, you know.
What did you think when you first saw her?
What I think? I thought that she was really pretty and fun. But we got to talking, and, you know, we kind of like the same restaurants, and we talked about different places that we both reviewed. I mentioned that I wanted to go to this new place, and she hadn't reviewed it yet either. So I said, why don't we go together? She said, okay.
Hey.
You must eat out a lot.
The one place in town that neither of you have reviewed, and you found
We
it.
do eat out a lot.
How was the date?
I thought the date was great. Like, she gave me her address. I picked her up. We went to this new place. It was this, I won't say it, but it's a French restaurant. And she liked it better than I did. We both reviewed it. I ended up giving it 4 stars. But the food was good. The atmosphere was good. But the service was kind of slow.
Oh, yeah.
And the valet took forever to bring the car around.
Because you're in such a hurry on a first date. Come on, that's your time to, make small talk.
Yeah, but if you're a Yelper, I mean, it's important that you let the world know about this type of stuff.
Can you guys even enjoy a restaurant at this point in your life, or is it just too critical for you?
No, we can enjoy restaurants.
If it's good.
Yeah.
If it's not good, then you're going to let them know.
Right.
Well, how did the date end then? I mean, you know, I don't really need a full review of the restaurant, but how did the date end?
Well, I thought it ended good. I didn't try the kiss thing, but, you know, I dropped her off and we hugged, and I said, hey, do you want to check out this other place that she hadn't been to yet either? And she was like, yeah, let me check my schedule and I'll get back to you. And then she just never got back to me. And then I let it go for 3 or 4 days. And then I just texted her hey, did you check your schedule? Do you want to do this next week? And she would just texted back, next week is super booked, sorry. So I waited a week, and then I texted her again, hey, how about now? And she just texted back, still super busy.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, she's blowing me off.
Right.
She's blowing you off.
Has
I
she
hate
posted a review about you?
I hope not.
All right, and so you haven't heard anything from her other than just hey, yeah, I'm still busy.
Yeah, I mean, I only texted her those 2 times, and she did get back to me, but I don't know, it's been a couple weeks, and I've kind of put the ball in her court to when do you want to hang out?
Okay.
I mean, I know she goes out all the time, just like me, so.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Well, play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Awesome, thanks.
Okay, just hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I just realized something. We got so caught up in the fact that Gary and Tara met at a Yelp party.
Yeah.
Constantly talking to Gary about Yelp. I forgot to ask you, Gary, is there anything that happened on your date that you can identify as something that happened weird that would make her not want to call you back?
She liked the restaurant a lot better than I did. She gave it a 5-star review, and I gave it a 4-star review.
I can't imagine 1 star really
Ooh, boy, if your
driving
Yelp,
you apart.
if your Yelp vibe doesn't jive, I know that's a bad thing.
Yeah, we're not on the same Yelp wavelength. I don't think that's it though. But she did seem anytime I had a problem with something, she was kind of it's not a problem.
Oh,
But that's
so
the only thing I can think of.
that's
think-
interesting.
Maybe she thought you were too picky.
Maybe, but I don't think so. I mean, she didn't say anything like that.
All right, we're going to call her right now and see if we can get her on the phone. All right, you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Okay, here we go. Tara, please.
This is her.
Hey, Tara, how are you? I'm an owner of a restaurant you recently gave a poor Yelp review to, and I wanted to have a quick word with you. Got a second? Tara,
Okay.
I'm just joking. This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5. How are you?
Who is this?
Yeah.
My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on the radio station Moving 92.5. We do a morning show here in town.
Why are you guys calling me? I'm sorry. I'm just a little confused.
That's all right. I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Gary. And Gary emailed us about you because he liked you a lot.
Oh,
So-
I know Gary.
You know Gary. You guys,
It's a start.
you met at that Yelp party because you're both like elite Yelpers.
Yep.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yelp.
It sounds like you don't like Gary very much.
Well, I don't know if I should be saying this on the radio.
Tara, I want to say I appreciate your time, and if you're like scared to say something about Gary on the radio or whatever, remember he actually asked us to call you because he wanted to know if he did something wrong.
Just think of it as a Yelp review.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, a girl expects a guy to be a little chivalrous, you know, like on a first date at least.
And you mean just like opening doors and all that kind of good stuff?
Well, yeah, you know, like, I don't know. I consider myself a lady, you know, classy. I like to be treated like one. But the bill came at the restaurant, and he said, how do you want to split this?
Oh, on a first date that he asked you out on.
On a first date that he asked me out to,
Yeah.
and I was really taken aback. So I just kind of, like, reached into my wallet. I gave him a 20. I was like, okay, I guess this should cover it. And then he had the balls to just say, well, I think you had a bit more bread than me, and you also had a second glass of wine.
Stop it.
So he wanted more
Stop
money?
it. Wow. He was not counting what your charges should be.
No.
I gave him a little bit more money, and he goes, well, actually, I think maybe just a little bit more because that tip is only about 15%.
Hey, Tara?
Oh.
Tara?
Yeah.
Gary is actually on the other line. Gary?
Oh,
Look, I always
Wait,
give 20%. I don't know why you wouldn't want to give 20%. So like the waiter, even if I leave a
you
bad
kidding?
review, I still leave 20%.
okay.
That's
you
all
know
I'm
what?
saying is we
Tip
weren't leaving
aside,
that
I
tip.
shouldn't have had to pay for anything. I mean, if we had
But
decided
I paid for the valet. I mean, I
beforehand,
picked
you know, like,
you up and stuff.
I don't know,
I was
it's
doing
too expensive
chivalrous
for you.
stuff.
Maybe we should have gone to a Jack in the Box, Gary. I mean, seriously.
And this was like our very first date, and I didn't choose this restaurant. We both said we wanted to review it together. I don't think it's weird to split the check on our very
God.
first date.
I mean, like, this is not how someone wants to be treated when
Yeah.
when they want to take you out. You know,
I'm
it's
with
like I
you.
don't want to have to dig into my purse to like help pay for the sales tax. I don't know. It made me feel like honestly.
Tara, would you not have had a problem with it if you had chosen the restaurant?
Maybe that would have been different.
Maybe it would have been different.
no.
Yeah, okay. Tara, come on. You're giving the guy a bad time because he just wanted to split bills
guys,
with you.
He counted how many glasses of wine.
Maybe I'm just like old-fashioned that way. I honestly am. Somebody asks you out. They choose the restaurant. He's taking me out. Like, he should pay for the bill.
If that would have been that kind of date, I would have paid for it. But this was like a mutually agreed upon, like, we're going to go review this restaurant together.
I don't know.
Sounds like a business deal, not
Yeah.
a date.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like to be on a date with you? I mean, you literally were like, nobody does that. Guys don't do that. They don't. We were gonna go review the restaurant, but to me, like, I thought it was like that was an excuse to like have you take me out. You know, like, because I liked you. Like, I thought it would be fun to go. It was, it was a date.
Now, Gary, would you have been okay if she would have just given you the 20? In hindsight, maybe that was where you should have drawn the line.
No, I mean, 20 didn't even begin to, like, cover it. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I should be expected to pay for everything,
That's
especially because
exactly
it's a lot
what
of
you should be doing.
expensive
It's
things.
the first date. After this, like, the second date, third date, maybe we can split it. Like, that's just what happens on dates. Whoever takes them out pays for it.
But you were ordering a $14 glass of wine. I mean, just think about that.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
really expensive. Why would you do that on a first date?
What's
Then
the difference between a $12 glass and a $14 glass? It's a $2 difference. Are you counting
Yes.
pennies? Like, are you super poor? Like, what's going on here?
Tara,
Really?
practice a little self-control, all right? When you're out on a date. And don't order
We're
the most...
going out to a French restaurant.
Yeah, come on. Get
All right.
the house Merlot. You're fine.
Well, how about this? How about this? We take money out of the equation and send you guys out on a second date, and we will pay for it.
Yelp anywhere of your dreams.
Yep.
I don't know if we can afford Tara's taste.
Tara, will you go out with Gary again? We will pay for a second date.
Oh, man. I mean, maybe I should go out with you guys.
No, because I'll make you split the bill for sure. Will you go out with him again?
You know what? I would love to see Gary take himself out. I think that he should see what he's like on a date with himself.
Wow. Gary, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I guess our Yelp ors don't vibe or whatever.
Gary, I'm also going to need your address because I need to present you with half of the bill for this phone call. That's cool.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
H.com. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
It's always good when you're out in the dating world to try new things, whether it's a new restaurant or some new foods or find a new safe word.
What?
It's one of the longest words in the English dictionary, flossinasinahillipilification. Try to use that as a safe word. You screw up one syllable, it's going to take a long time for things to stop.
Oh, no.
And Dan is on the phone right now for a second date update. He tried something new for his first date, but now he's not getting a call back. What's up, Dan?
What's up? Hey, guys.
How are you?
I'm cool. Yeah, I'm all right.
Awesome. Well, not totally all right because you're not getting a call back from a girl you really want to go out with again. But before we get into your actual date, what's her name?
Amanda.
Amanda. All right. And where did you meet Amanda?
You've heard of that thing called Tinder? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You're a funny guy, too.
Wait, spell that out.
Yeah, never heard of it. I don't know. We do these second date updates all the time. First time anybody's ever mentioned Tinder.
Someone just told me about it, so I was like, oh, yeah, I'll get on
You've
Tinder.
never heard of it before? Are you being sarcastic?
I think he's kidding.
I'm more of a Match.com guy, but they were like, Tinder's really the way to go. And
Wait, so are you serious? You hadn't really heard of Tinder before?
I mean, I had heard people talking about it, and I was like,
Okay.
Okay.
So you
just
you
hadn't
decided-
experienced it.
to actually try it. All right. So you
I
met
had
her.
no idea. It's a whole new world.
It's a lot different than Match, isn't it?
A lot different than Match.
Right.
But yeah, all the swiping stuff, and like, I don't know, like we matched, and there's that moment where I go, oh my God, maybe this, and we were like chatting, like, I don't know, 2 weeks or whatever. We're trying to
That's a
figure
while.
out.
Yeah.
It is a while, but like, I asked the 5 questions, like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite taco? What's your favorite sports team?
You're not short on details. You're not short on details, Dan, and that's what I like about you. You make sure you get everything in. Let's just get to the date. Not to rush you along, but we're up against the clock here.
Hey, this
So-
Tinder thing's new to him.
Yeah. I know that.
It's very novel.
Yeah, I know you're excited about Tinder, but let's get to what you guys actually did. Your email said that you did something that you haven't done before with a girl, and what exactly was that? If you can say it on the radio.
Well, she said, hey, you mind if I pick a place? And I was like, oh, no, that's cool. And she goes, yeah, there's this great bar. The drinks are like a little on the cheaper side, so it's really casual, and they've got music. And,
All right, Dan.
Like, again, with the details.
What did you do?
You make
went to
sure
the
you
bar.
get you.
Well,
Detail
she
oriented.
sold it, and I was like, yeah, okay, fine. And we get to the place, and there was a rainbow flag out front.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a gay bar.
Yeah, she was like, hey, she brought me to a gay bar, and I was like, well, I've never been to a gay bar, but
What rock are you living under, Dan?
I didn't know that you could just sort of like go to a gay bar to hang out if you weren't gay. And
They don't check your
Yeah, they're not.
gay
Yeah,
ID.
they're actually one of the groups in America that's pretty inclusive, like pretty understanding of people that want to like hang out. I think they've had a lot of people tell them they can't go places, so they're pretty cool with anybody showing up.
yeah, I know that now. Yeah.
So it sounded like did that freak you out?
No, it didn't freak me out at all. I'm not gay, so I didn't know like if I had to act a certain way or something.
Yeah, we got that.
No, you don't have to act.
Yeah, you can just go be yourself. Were you yourself? Is the reason you're not getting a call back because you were all weird?
No.
I felt freer than I'd ever felt in a while. It was like really cool. Like we were dancing, but then we decided to like sit down and talk for a while, and people kept coming up to her, and they were like, who's this tall drink of water? And I'd never heard that before. I was like, I'm a drink of water? Like, I'd never
heard that before either.
Okay, Dan.
Yeah, that's a pretty common thing people say.
Oh.
So, Dan, did you act mystified the entire time you were there? Because I would say that would be a turnoff for me.
And no, I wasn't mystified. I was smiling a lot. Like, it was cool. I was having a good time.
Exciting.
So, like, eventually the bar was getting a little rowdy, a little too loud and crowded. And so we just decided to just head out. And we were walking back to her car. And I don't know, I was just like, screw it. Like, I felt pretty free, and I kissed her.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And
Yeah.
did she enjoy it?
Yeah, she kissed me back.
Nice.
And I was like, hey, I've had the best time tonight. You want to do this again? And she said, yeah, like resounding yes. And I reached out the next day, and I was like, hey, had a great time. I even put like a little gay flag emoji on the text. I thought that was kind of cool because, you know, we were at a gay bar, but whatever. and then nothing. And like the blue bubbles went to green bubbles, and I was like, oh, wait, I think I got like blocked.
Wait, you think that she blocked your number?
Well, I don't know. You know how sometimes if your blue bubbles turn to green bubbles?
Does that mean you got blocked?
I've never been blocked.
I just thought it went off of iMessage.
I have Android, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. We've got so much information here to work with now, Dan. I don't want to get into all that.
Sure.
But we do know that she's ignored you since your date.
At least.
I don't like to use the word ignore, but yeah, she's been ignoring me. And honestly, I had like a much better time than I expected I was going to at a gay bar. It was pretty cool.
Well,
okay, Dan.
That's
it.
We'll give it a
You
shot.
can stop it
we'll
there.
try.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna play a song, and then we'll come back and call her and get your second date update. All right?
Cool.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, Dan is on the phone, and the world is basically a whole new place for Dan all the time, it sounds like.
Yeah.
If you missed the first part, Dan met a girl on Tinder. It's the first time he's really used Tinder, and they went out to a gay bar. It was her choice, but he was just surprised because he'd never been to a gay bar before. Didn't have any judgment, just the whole thing was very interesting to him, and it opened up his eyes to that lifestyle and how they have bars just like normal people.
Wow.
I know, he was freaking out about it. But anyway, they hung out there, then left. He did end up kissing her before she got in the car and went home. But now she's not talking to him at all. And we're going to see if we can find out what went wrong.
And you can't think of like any awkward moments, Dan?
That's the thing. During this ghosting period, I was like, did I say something weird? Did my breath smell? Did I smell? Like, I can't think of anything, and I'm just kind of weirded out by it all, you know?
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you, okay? I'm going to dial her phone number right now.
Right on.
Hello.
Hi, is this Amanda?
Yeah. Hi. Who's this?
Hey, Amanda, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Are you familiar at all?
I think I've heard of it before, but I don't listen to the radio very much, to be honest.
No, that's fine. That's how we like it. We like people to have just heard of it and not listened so that you don't really know how to judge us. You know what I mean? Like, we prefer people just kind of know of us, but don't really actually actively listen to our show. So it's nice to meet you, Amanda.
Yeah, you too. Can I ask why you're calling me?
No.
Yes, of course you can. Yes.
You know my name. Bye.
Yeah, that's all. I just want to see if you were familiar at all with us. No, Amanda, I'm calling you because we got an email about you from somebody who listens to our show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his name is Dan.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
from
and
Tinder?
yeah, you went on a date with Dan,
Uh-huh.
but now you're not talking to him, and he's wondering why.
Is this like a normal thing you guys do?
Yeah, it is. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then blow them off, they can email us to call you and figure out what happened, and that's why Dan emailed us.
All right.
Did he maybe come across as ignorant, I guess you would say? He seemed really baffled by a lot of things, like Tinder and gay bars, and like maybe he said something that he shouldn't have.
No, we had a good time. He's a great guy, actually.
Oh, really?
Okay, so you had a good time. He was a great guy, but you don't want to talk to him anymore.
Yeah.
Why?
Come on.
That doesn't give us a lot.
I mean, it's kind of weird to tell you guys about it.
Can you? And not even us. Can you tell us so that we can tell him? Because he's the one that's really curious.
I mean, I'd rather you not tell him.
Why? Is it something that he did?
Kind of. All right. I'll just, I don't know how much he told you guys, but we went to a gay bar, and some of my friends were there, a few gay friends, and they're 100% sure he's not straight.
Oh, really?
Really?
Like all of them collectively thought that?
Yeah, and they're never wrong about this stuff.
Really? Okay.
gaydar, huh?
So you don't want to go out with him on another date because you think that he's not interested in you.
Or women.
Right.
Or that's what I mean, women in general.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed interested, and at the time I didn't actually think so, but the more I have been thinking about it since then, the more I agree with them, and I think he's probably gay.
I feel like if he is gay, he doesn't even know he's gay yet. Because he seems pretty oblivious to most things in life.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, is that he probably has no idea, but he was just way too comfortable. Like, he said it was the first time he's been to a gay bar, but he was like singing and dancing and like I don't know.
But don't you think maybe he was just cutting loose? Like
he did.
I don't dance in normal bars, but anytime I've been to a gay bar, for some reason the dancing takes over. Then I'll get hammered and dance. I don't know why.
And he did say that he had felt more open and comfortable there than he.
Oh, he did say that.
Has maybe ever.
Like free.
Yeah, at the time I just thought he was having fun and like we were having a fun time together. But like, for example, my gay friends pointed out like he was in the bathroom grooming his hair and like just being really meticulous about it. Obviously I didn't see that, but they were telling me about it, and they were saying like his mannerisms are like kind of stereotypically gay or effeminate, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, this sounds like they're even playing into the gay stereotype at this point, you know?
Yeah, I know it sounds like stereotyping, but like they were very insistent that they are all in agreement he is not straight.
Wow.
Every single one of your gay friends thinks this dude is gay.
Dang.
Yeah, there were like 5 of my friends there, 5 gay guys I know who all agree.
Why wouldn't you go out on another date with him and just, I don't know,
Find
test
out.
the waters?
I just don't want to get involved if he's like discovering something about himself. I don't want to complicate that any more than it already is.
You know what? We talked to him, and he did sound like he was discovering a lot of things.
Yeah,
like the way that he even talked about being there, he was like, I felt the most free. So, I mean, I don't know if I can necessarily argue with you. Maybe he is, but you don't want to go out with him again just in case he's all of a sudden realizing that he might be gay.
He's a great guy, and we could be friends, but I just don't want to get romantically involved with him right now, you know?
Well, maybe you can talk to him about being his friend, because he's actually on the phone right now listening and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Amanda.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Dan. I did not know you were listening.
Yeah, I'm a little confused here.
I think so. I think that's the whole point of the phone call, Dan.
No, I mean, Amanda, I don't know how to say this, but I'm not gay.
It's like an opposite.
You guys,
Yeah.
don't laugh at him.
Amanda, I think your friends are mistaken. I think they're the ones that are a little confused, because I'm super straight. Like
Super duper.
Look, Dan, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to call you out or out you on the radio, but I just am going by what my friends said.
your friends were so cool. Like, I would trust them also, but not about this. Like, we like totally hit it off. And I mean, if I was gay, would we have, like, that kiss was, that kiss kind of rocked, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, but gay guys can kiss well too. That doesn't mean anything.
Right, but they usually kiss guys well.
I mean, Amanda, I will say, I don't think that you're being fair. Like, he's saying he is attracted to you, and that's all that matters. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even if down the road he's attracted to, right now he's attracted to you.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to men, so I'm not gonna like become attracted to men.
Okay, well, what about my friend with the tattoo? You were like holding his arm, like admiring his tattoo for, I don't know, like 5 full minutes.
Whoa.
The ink work on his arm is spectacular. The shadowing is amazing. Look, I've been wanting to get like a really rad tribal for a while, and Charlie's work was amazing.
Really rad tribal. I don't think he's gay.
Amanda, you had a good time with him. You had fun. You guys shared a great kiss. I feel like you're letting your friends ruin something that could be really cool.
Yeah, who knows?
Like I said, he's saying he's attracted to you, and he likes tattoos.
One of them said, Shantae, you stay. And look, I don't know what that means, but I was like, I'm cool. I'm going to hang out.
Okay. Sounds what I have no idea what you just said, Dan, or were even trying to explain. But Amanda, will you go out on a second date with Dan? We'll pay for it. He's telling you that he's not gay, even though your friends say he is.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
You don't have to keep saying it, bro.
I guess if you guys are paying for it, I'd be open to that. We can hang out. But I feel like I'm going to need some convincing that you're actually not gay.
Oh.
I am so down to convince you that I don't want to be with a man, but I want to, like, hang out with you.
What? This is not convincing.
Yeah, I'm not convinced, but hopefully, Amanda, you'll be convinced. Congratulations, Dan. You got a second date.
Shantae, you stay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Shantae, you
yes,
stay.
Shantae.
Congratulations.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone for a second date update today is the creepy guy at the gym.
Oh.
I don't know that for a fact.
Oh, okay.
His name is John, and he emailed us because the girl that he wants to call today, he met her at the gym. So I'm just assuming that he's the creepy guy at the gym. Hey, you want some help? You want me to spot you on your squats? Like, get down low. You gotta get down real low. Like, lean into it with your butt. Like, do you want me to clean up after you? I'll follow you around and clean up all the benches that you're on with sweat. Like, you're sweating a lot, but it looks hot. Was that you, John?
Yes, it's me, but I'm not what you just described, but thank you.
No problem. Your email said that you met the girl you want to call today for a second date update at the gym.
Yeah, we were in the same spin class, and we've been in the same class for actually a few weeks, so.
Oh, so you've been eyeing her for a while.
Yeah, I was kind of positioned. I was always in the back row, right behind her.
And what did I say about creepy?
Yeah, I think Jubal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Climb that hill. It's the Tour de France right now. You're looking good up there in front.
I know, it's not sounding good for me. I realize that, but I'm actually a decent human being, I promise.
Did it take you a while to work up the courage to actually ask her out on a date?
You know, I was really into her right when I met her, but what happened was at some point I fell off the bike in the middle of the class, and I happened to draw a lot of attention.
How did you fall off the bike? How'd you do that?
They're stationary, you know, like they're not that easy to
No,
fall.
these bikes have clips in it, and I've never been good with the clips, and I was trying to get on the bike, and it just was not good, and it was bad, but it was funny, and so it was. And she came up, asked if I was okay, and we started joking around, and there's clearly chemistry, and I just kind of asked her if she wanted to hang out sometime, and she said she was busy the rest of the week, but kind of flippantly, she said, you know, how about now?
How about now? Like, hang out right now?
Yeah.
You mean you guys had your date in the back of a spin class?
No. No, I live nearby, so we just went for a walk, and, you know, I walked to my place, and I made her dinner, and it was great.
Okay, hold on, though. You guys sat in the same clothes you were taking spin class in all evening and ate dinner in them as well?
No, she had her stuff from the gym, so she just asked to shower up at my place while I was making dinner, so it worked out great.
Oh, my God. She totally went through your whole medicine cabinet to see what you're all about.
That's like a fantasy date, though. You ask someone out at the gym who you think is hot, and then all of a sudden she's at your house showering, like in the matter of hours?
Yeah, it was kind of awesome, I have to say. I mean,
It's kind of like,
Yeah.
He wasn't thinking about making dinner at all. He was just thinking about hot naked girl in the other
Right?
room.
I mean, it was nice to know that she was using my shower, yes. I'm not going to say that I didn't enjoy that. But hey, I cooked her a good dinner. I made her a really good, I make a great bolognese. I brought out the best wine I had, and it was good. We kind of made out a little bit. And
Oh, nice.
we didn't sleep together or anything. You know, we just kissed. It was very innocent.
Okay.
The whole thing sounds dreamy, to be honest.
Yeah, what went wrong?
Okay, so this is where I think I made my mistake, although I don't think it was really a mistake. After she left, I went into my bathroom and I found her. She had these like bright yellow and patterned like yoga pants
Okay.
in my bathroom.
And you put them on.
I did. Actually, I did. Just as a joke, I
Shut
put them
up.
on and I took a selfie.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty funny.
No, listen to me right now. No woman ever wants to know that you fit in their pants. I am just going to lay that out there right now.
I clearly didn't fit, but that was part of the joke. So that's when I sent it to her. That was the whole point of the joke, is that I look ridiculous, and I thought I was just being silly, you know?
And what do you think she thought?
I don't know, because she never responded. And
She didn't respond?
Oh.
Dude, that's a big thing to just leave hanging there in the text world. Like, no response, not even a, like, happy face or...
Nothing.
No,
Nothing.
wow. So you put on her pants, texted her a picture, and that's the last time you heard from her.
And I sent her another text saying, listen, hey, that was totally a joke. I was just trying to be funny. Do you actually want your pants back? And nothing.
Dude, and I will say, to not respond to that, those yoga pants are freaking expensive, man.
I heard, yeah.
If she wants me to replace them, I will absolutely to replace them and whatever she wants, but I can't get a hold of her in any way. She won't get back to me.
How bad did you look in the pictures?
I mean, I look ridiculous. That was the point. I look so bad.
I'm just saying, maybe it was a turnoff. Maybe she saw the picture and she's like, now I can't.
Oh, no.
Like, I can never get that image out of my head.
That's really depressing if that's right.
So, do you want to ask her for another date, or are you just trying to give her pants back?
I would love another date because I thought it was a great fit, and I thought she was...
The pants or her? Like, are you just trying to wear some more yoga pants?
No, I would like to get those pants back to her and apologize if I offended in any way, but I don't know what went wrong, and I feel bad if I drove her away from her gym. You know what I mean? Like, it's a great gym.
Yeah.
I feel horrendous if I did that.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and find out if you wearing her yoga pants ruined your chance at a second date, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Every time.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, I bet John, who is on the phone to do a second date update today, wishes he was dating in the 20s. You know, back when you could try on a woman's yoga pants and you'd always get another date. Back in the 20s, they were switching up yoga pants left and right, but now you put on a woman's yoga pants and all of a sudden you're a weirdo creep. Right, John?
I am not a cross-dresser, okay? I am not.
It's okay if you are, John. You're in lovable company here.
No.
I don't even like yoga, to tell you the truth.
Well, you like wearing your date's yoga pants, and that might be a problem for you. If you're just joining us, John met Jillian, the girl he wants to call today, in a spin class. And after the spin class, they actually ended up going straight from there to his house to have dinner. And she showered over there to clean up after the gym and left her yoga pants. And after she left, he put on her yoga pants and texted her a picture, hopefully to get her to laugh at the fact that he was wearing her yoga pants. But instead, he got no response at all and hasn't even seen her at the gym. John, I'm sorry that your body is so disgusting in yoga pants that this woman will not call you back.
I'm actually in excellent condition, by the way.
Okay. I did forget an important question, though, because I'm just trying to imagine. I just meet this guy. He texts me a picture of yoga pants. It can either be really funny or really disturbing, depending on one thing. And that's what you did with your man area in that picture. Ooh. Did you tuck? Did you let it hang out?
Put a sock in it?
I don't need to tuck.
So you can't see it no matter what?
Yeah, maybe that's the problem.
I was just wearing yoga pants. I was just trying to look goofy and silly. I think I contorted my face. It was not a handsome photo.
Okay.
That was the point.
Well, we'll find out if that did you in, and that's the reason you're not getting a second date. We're going to call her right now, okay?
All right.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Jillian, please?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Jillian, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
A radio show?
Yeah, like the kind that's on the radio.
That's a really good descriptor.
Thanks.
Yeah, I get what a radio show is, but why are you calling me?
Oh, I'm calling you because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
About me?
Yeah, it's a guy that you went on a date with.
What?
Mm-hmm. His name is John, and he looks pretty damn good in your yoga pants.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, that's not good.
John emailed us about you because you aren't calling him back.
He emailed you and told you about me?
Yeah.
And told you about the photos?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he told us that you met at a spin class, went back to his house and had dinner, And then after you left his house, you also left your yoga pants there, and that's when he took it upon himself to put on your yoga pants and text you a pic.
Oh my God.
I mean, from his description, your guys' date sounded dreamy.
The date was fine. I'm just not really feeling him.
Why is that? Is it because he texted you a picture of himself wearing your yoga pants?
It was definitely the picture, yes.
Dude. Wow. I mean, it was risky, right? It could border like funny or super creepy. And apparently it went super creepy for you.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just think it's funny that he's wearing your yoga pants? I mean, he was trying to joke around. You can at least see the humor in that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I see the humor in the pants, but did he send you the photos? Have you seen them?
No, he's only sent them to you, I think, or maybe some friends. I don't know. But I'd like to see them. If you got them, you want to shoot them to me? I'd like to see.
Yeah.
Trust me, you don't want to see them. They're creepy.
They're that bad?
Come on.
Yeah.
What's so
Dude,
wrong with it?
It's the man area, isn't it?
No, it had nothing to do with him wearing my yoga pants.
Then what was so bad about the picture?
Yeah.
He's shirtless in the picture.
Is his
is that-
shirtless body that disgusting to you?
It really grosses you out?
No, he's got tattoos on his chest.
Oh.
Okay, and?
Well, on one side of his chest, he's got a gun.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
Like a very intricate gun.
Okay. That can be a little jarring, maybe.
And then on the other side, he's got the words kill count.
Kill count?
Yeah, with a bunch of tally marks underneath it.
Whoa.
Like he's a murderer?
What the hell?
That is creepy. All right.
No wonder you didn't go to retrieve your yoga pants.
Yeah, no, I know, and I want nothing to do with that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I interject? Can I step in now?
Sure, I guess.
I'm scared, so go ahead.
What's that?
John is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, and so that was him.
Are you kidding me? John's on the phone right now.
Hey! Sorry. Please don't freak out. Can I explain this to you?
I cannot believe this is happening right now.
I can explain this. It's not at all what you think. I swear to God.
A gun with kill count? Is it what she thinks?
Okay, first of all, it's not. I didn't kill people. I hunt deer. I've hunted deer with my dad since I was a kid. That gun you saw is actually the tattoo of the rifle that I got from my grandfather. It's a Remington deer rifle, and the kill count is the number of deer that I hunt. And I'm a licensed hunter. I drive a pickup. I got barrels of shelled corn in my truck.
You're not helping your case.
I just hunt deer. I don't kill people. I'm not, I'm not a gang guy at all. I just hunt, and and I'm a very responsible hunter. I prepare the venison. I store it. I use the whole deer, and that's all it is.
Oh.
John, how do I know that you're telling the truth? How do I know that this is about deer hunting?
I don't have a criminal record.
That just means you've never been caught. Yeah.
You're a really good murderer.
Do I look like a murderer? Sure. I mean, would a murderer be in a spin class? Really?
A really good question.
No, murderers like to stay healthy too, okay?
This is just getting out of hand. This is super strange to me. I don't like guns. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. Anyone can be at the gym, and I don't know. I have a bad taste in my mouth.
I totally understand that, but just to let you know, I'm a sane human being, and what's strange to me is how the yoga pants did not repulse you.
Yeah, no, I mean, the yoga pants thing was funny, but it's the fact that you have kill count written on your chest with a huge gun. You can't just send photos like that to people. I mean, you got to explain that.
Plus, it's a really mixed message with those yoga pants on.
Yes. Okay. I get it. I didn't really think of the optics on that, and I get your point, but I am not creepy. I will not hurt you. I am a good cook. Yes?
Yeah, you are a good cook. You have that going for you.
And did you like my bolognese?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, that was with venison. That's with venison that I murdered. And
Are you sure you're a hunter?
Bad joke. My sarcasm is not coming across. It's just part of how I grew up, and there's no threat. I swear.
Even still, can you still be attracted to him if every time you guys hook up, you have to look at a gun and kill count on his chest?
What if I take a Sharpie and just put an S in front of the kill?
Skill count? That sounds much more refined to me.
Hey, Jillian, would you like to go out on a second date with John? We will pay for it. I don't know a lot of serial killers that make a good bolognese. And I know a lot of serial killers. They're usually bad cooks. What? Would you like to go out with him on a second date? We will pay for it.
Okay, as long as we don't talk about guns or anything like that.
No, I promise you, I will not bring it up, and I want you to be able to at least go back to the gym and hang out. I don't want to take that away from you. I feel bad about that.
Okay.
So does that mean you're going to go out on another date, or you're just going to go back to the gym?
Yeah, no, I'll go on another date with him.
Okay, make sure to call someone beforehand just in case.
Yes, thank you.
Jillian, are you glad to know that John's not a murderer?
Absolutely.
I don't want to see what other tattoos he does have, though.
Actually, John, do you have any other tattoos that I should know about?
Why don't we get together and talk about that?
Yeah, he definitely does then.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, would a murderer leave permanent evidence? Come on now.
Yes, they do it
might.
all the time.
Yeah, they do.
That's how I get caught.
Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude named John wanted to call Jillian. They met at the gym and went back to his place, kind of fooled around a little bit, and then she left. And she actually left her yoga pants there, and he sent her a picture wearing her yoga pants, joking around. And he thought that was the reason she wasn't calling back. But we got her on the phone, and we found out the reason that she wasn't calling back was because he did take that picture and send it to her. She thought the yoga pants was kind of funny, but she didn't like the tattoos that he had on his chest.
Yeah.
He had a tattoo on one side of a gun, and then on the other side it said kill count and then notches. And apparently he's an avid hunter, and those are all the deers that he's killed.
Which I do have a bone to pick with him because deer hunting, not that cool. I mean, if you're like notching down some elk you brought down with a bow, then we're talking, okay, buddy?
Somebody else texted in 78592 said, who the hell keeps track of how many deer they've killed on their bodies? I'm an avid hunter, and I would never do that.
Yeah,
it is a little strange.
And deer are kind of like forest rats. They're everywhere.
They did agree to go out again, though.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Because you figure a tattoo like that, if it's a big enough turnoff, she wouldn't want to see him again, but she decided to go out with him one more time.
And like, imagine going to the beach with him. Like, stuff like that. Like, you gotta show that off.
Yeah. Nobody's going to mess with you. Like, if you ever...
It's a good point.
Somebody's acting up at a bar and he takes off his shirt, they're going to be like, okay, fine, you win. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. We'll give away another Vegas trip coming up in just a few minutes at 8:10.
Moving 92.5. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
It's never a good thing when you pursue somebody, get their phone number, they finally agree to go out on a date with you, then you go out and they blow you off. But it's even worse when somebody pursues you, asks you out on a date, and you go out with them, and then they blow you off.
Oh, that's
because you know that it's more than just your looks or whatever. They didn't like something about you personally. Because they wanted to go out with you bad enough where they pursued you and asked you out, and then they were like, oh, yeah,
never mind,
my mistake. That's what happened to Alicia. Alicia, how are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, we set that up so nicely.
Started off on a positive note for you.
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. So you met the guy that you want to call today at your yoga class?
I've been going to this yoga studio for like 2 years, and I've noticed him maybe like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously I noticed him. It's yoga, so you don't really want to,
Do you get hit on a lot at yoga class?
No.
Okay.
There's usually not more than like one or two dudes in my yoga class.
I'll go to yoga occasionally, and if I've ever been and like even thought about hitting on a girl at yoga, you just feel like a creep. So
Exactly.
How did he come on to you?
Well, I noticed him a couple of times, and then after like a month, we were in the kind of like the lobby area, putting our sneakers on, and he just started a conversation with me saying, how long have you been coming to this yoga studio? Like, you're really flexible.
He did not say that.
No.
Stop it.
Wow, you're bendy.
He used that line?
Okay, we were talking about the poses first, and then he said, you're really flexible.
Okay, so he didn't just come up to you and say, hey, I noticed you from across the room, and wow.
You look like you could put your legs behind your head.
So it was more innocent than you made it sound at first.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about your date then.
He picked me up. I mean, he opened the door for me. Like, how many guys open the cars and the restaurant door and make sure you go in first? And we had a really nice dinner. We had good conversation. He offered to share his food with me, which I thought was really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
And then at the end of the night, he walked me back to my place. And, I mean, I was putting all the signs out there, and he was kind of standing where there was enough distance that I knew that he wasn't going in for a kiss. And nothing happened.
And you were making it pretty obvious that you would be okay with a kiss.
Yes, I was putting on all the flirty smiling, rubbing his arm, touching everything.
Did it look like he was thinking about making a move to kiss you?
He was thinking about something. I don't know what he was thinking about.
Okay.
Maybe he was just nervous, or maybe he just doesn't kiss on the first date. There's guys and girls that do that.
Okay, but...
She's like, I've never met one.
And then we kind of gave each other a hug and was like, he's like, I'd love to see you again. And I was like, of course, So that's how it ended.
All right. And how many times have you tried to get a hold of him since that night?
I mean, once. I sent him like a thank you, like, hey, I had such a great night. I would love to hang out again. And he's like, yes. He even replied back saying, yes, sometime next week. And then nothing.
Okay.
How long ago was that?
Probably about 2 weeks ago.
That is weird. Maybe he lost his phone. I mean, this sounds like there could be, for once, a reasonable explanation.
Was there anything noteworthy about the date that you're not telling us? Because a lot of times people will forget important details.
I mean, I don't know. I thought I was being flirty. I touched his hand a couple times.
Okay, but I mean more along the lines of, did you ask him to borrow money? Did you tell him?
No.
Okay, and you don't have a sordid criminal history or anything else?
No.
All right. It sounds like a crazy question, but it comes up often where we call the person and they're like, oh, yeah, they said that they murdered like 6 people and I couldn't see them again. So there's nothing glaring like that you can think about. The date was perfectly normal.
Yeah, it was a great first date all the way up until the end when we didn't have a kiss.
Why didn't you make the first move then?
Guys, I'm a girl. I'm not going to make the first move.
Oh, come on.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, just hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Alicia, I want to promise you this, okay? Out of all the second date updates we've ever done, I've never made this promise. But I promise you that I have your back no matter what happens.
I don't believe it.
Okay.
Yep. I want to get you a second date. I don't care what happens.
Why?
Wow, dude.
Why?
I have your back.
There's an ulterior motive here.
No, not at all.
That's what I want to hear.
Whatever we find out about you, like if it's something you did that's weird or whatever, my goal, my mission here is to get you a second date. Okay, Alicia?
Woohoo!
What if it?
All right.
What if it turns out like the guy's married?
Then get rid of his wife. Alicia's way better.
She's like, kidnap some people.
Yeah. Drop the zero, get with a hero. That's my girl, Alicia. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we're about to call Jason. Alicia went out on a date with him after meeting him at yoga. Nothing really crazy happened on the date, other than an awkward moment at the end where she thought he might want to go in for a kiss and then realized that he, in fact, didn't want to kiss her. That's the only thing that she could think of that was awkward on the date. So we're going to call him, get him on the line, and see if, in fact, there was something that went wrong on your date. Okay? You ready?
Okay.
All right. Any closing thoughts before we make the phone call?
Let's get me a second date.
Yeah. All right.
That's positive.
Hello,
Hi, is Jason in?
this is he.
Jason, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi. What's going on?
Not much. How about you?
Not too much. I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with a listener of ours.
Okay.
Her name is Alicia. You met her at yoga class.
Oh my God. Yeah, Alicia.
Yeah. Well, Alicia told us a little bit about your date. said that she really liked you and would love to see you again, but you haven't been returning her phone calls. So Alicia is wondering if there's a reason that you don't want to go out with her.
Yeah, oh, this is weird. I've just been debating about whether to call her or not.
Why are you debating? What's the problem?
Well,
is that you're not sure if you want to go out with her again?
Yeah. I mean, I like her. We had a great time. It's not that we didn't have a great time. I mean, just when I saw her at yoga class, she was great. She was fantastic. And then we got out on this date. It was, I don't know, it was like she was a different person.
She was acting differently?
No. I mean, she just looked like a totally different person.
So you were catfished on a person that you actually met at a yoga class in person. How does that work?
He had his yoga goggles on, Jubal.
Yeah, I guess.
Obviously makes people hotter.
I mean, it's just, in class, she looked so amazing.
Uh-huh.
So amazing. Like, and it wasn't just because of the yoga clothes or whatever. She's a really pretty girl. But she showed up for this date, and she just did not look the same.
How can you look less attractive outside of yoga class? I mean, like, you're sweaty, you don't have makeup on.
Yoga pants are magical, bro.
It is the pants.
What was wrong with her when you saw her?
She had so much makeup on. She just looked completely different.
Oh.
Okay. So you actually like the natural her and not the all done up Alicia.
Yeah. I mean, I say so much makeup. I'm not talking like a lot of makeup. I'm talking like drag queen.
Really? So she showed up and you're like, is your real name Jack? Like, who are you? Was it that bad, really?
I mean, I'm not trying to be critical. It's just like I literally sat there thinking, oh my God, this is a man. Like, I know better. I know she's not.
You know what?
I yoga class.
I'm not drag queen. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
What? Hello?
Hey, Jason, that's actually Alicia. She's on the phone.
I'm sorry that I don't look beautiful to your standards when I'm dolling myself up for you for a date. Are you serious? I look like a drag queen?
I didn't know you were there. Jeez.
Sorry about that, Jason. I guess we should have maybe told you that beforehand. But yeah, she is.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't think I look like a drag queen. I think that I looked really beautiful that night, and you don't know what real beauty is.
I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying, maybe you don't need 15 pounds of makeup to go out on a date. I think you're beautiful without all that stuff. I mean, I had such a great time. It was so much fun.
Yeah, but then you're calling me a drag queen when I'm outside of yoga class. What is that? It's insulting. He expects like a supermodel to just like walk out naturally like Giselle Bundchen with no makeup on. Are you crazy?
Yeah, but I think Jason's saying.
We don't all look like that.
But Jason's saying that he liked you without makeup, so I don't even think he's saying that. Jason, are you just like?
Okay, I'm going on a date. You guys want me to wear yoga pants and like have sweaty hair and like that's okay.
I'm not saying that at all, Alicia. Remember, I have your back, Jason.
Oh yeah, no matter what.
Jason, are you one of those guys that's just against makeup?
I'm not against makeup. It's a little scary going out with somebody who looks totally different. I didn't expect that. That's all.
But is it something? I mean, you liked her, obviously. Like, why would that stop you from a second date? I've gone on second dates with guys who wear, stupid shirts. Like, you can tell her at some point, like, I think you're beautiful without the makeup.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to say is I think she's gorgeous without the makeup. I don't think she needs all that. I mean, I don't know who I'm going to end up going out on a date with to go on a second date.
So it was so bad.
What? You could go take your second date and shove it because I put so much effort into looking good for you that night, and then you could go and insult me and call me a drag queen. You.
Alicia, you are fiery. My gosh. I mean,
so it doesn't sound like.
I can't believe you would call me a drag queen and then be like, oh, you're so beautiful in yoga class. I'm the same person, idiot.
I know some hot drag queens. I'm just
Alicia,
saying.
it doesn't sound like you want to go out with Jason again.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like, maybe we'll try it again and let's try a little less this time.
Let's try nothing this time. You can go take it and shove it.
We originally started this with Alicia wanting a second date, and now you're not interested in Jason. You're willing to give it another shot?
Yeah, I mean...
This is so weird because I thought I was going to have to convince Jason. But Alicia, is there any way I can convince you to go out with Jason again?
No, and I don't even want to see him at yoga class anymore.
My gosh, you're a dramatic woman.
I've never heard a girl be so insistent that you should appreciate her for her outer beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should embrace her for everything she is.
I don't understand what you're getting all fired up about. I'm sitting here trying to tell you that you look good without all that makeup on. I mean, most people think that's nice.
Kids make fun too. Okay, you just don't know how to appreciate beauty or art or makeup skills. Okay, you obviously go for the hippie, like let me grow my armpit hair out. I'm not that. Okay, I look good in yoga and I look good outside, and you should appreciate both of that.
Alicia, like I told you before, Alicia, I've got your back in this whole thing. Jason, how dare you appreciate a woman for just her regular beauty and not wearing makeup? You are such a dog, and you give all of us men a bad name. Get off my phone line right now, you piece of
Wow.
How dare you?
You weren't lying.
She spent a lot of money on that makeup, and all you can do is judge her and want her to be naturally beautiful. You are an ass, my friend.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Getting a lot of texts in at 78592 about the second date update. This one says, I understand where Jason, the guy in the second date update, was coming from. I hide my wife's makeup every time we go out on a date. Wow. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. If you missed the second date update, Alicia wanted us to call Jason. They met in yoga class. We called Jason and got him on the phone and found out why he wasn't giving her a call back after their first date. Mm-hmm. He wasn't calling her because she was wearing too much makeup. He said, without the makeup, she's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But with the makeup, he doesn't like her very much. And then she continued to go off about what a jerk he was.
I put it all on for you, jerk.
Most girls really like that when you're like, oh my God, without makeup, you look so great.
Yeah.
She's the other way around.
That is our dream, to hear we're naturally beautiful.
Right?
Well, some people's dream, obviously, Lydia. I think
Not hers.
She was just ready to be angry from the get-go.
You think?
You could have told her anything like, wow, your butt looks amazing in those jeans. How dare you?
In her defense, though, I know some girls that, like, I work at MAC, I'm a cosmetology major, and they take pride in their skills of makeup.
And there are some girls who are bad at makeup. Mm-hmm. They really bad. Red lipstick, by the way, should be used sparingly.
Yes.
When girls put on, maybe she was doing that, because when girls put on really bright red lipstick, most of the time, it doesn't look okay. It's just shocking. It's just like, whoa.
And it's on your teeth half the time.
Yeah.
And,
so maybe that was it. But anyway, it was just funny how she got so angry at him for saying that she was naturally good looking. Lots of texts coming in at 78592 going, I'll go out with him. He sounds like a great guy. I never have to wear makeup. Yeah. I mean, you would think the people would like that, but she did not. One bit. Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, brookandjubal at moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back. And don't forget, at 8:10, another pair of tickets to see Jay-Z and Beyonce, July 30th, the On the Run tour at Safeco Field.
Moving 92.5.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You ever have one of those moments you say something and you just wish you could suck the words right back into your mouth because you know it was wrong?
Yes.
That especially happens a lot in the dating world. I know I was out on a date once with this girl. We've been dating for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time, like a couple of years at that point. And I was like, I love you. And I was like, oh no, don't say that. Can we just go back in time and forget that I said that? Things like that happen all the time. And Dave, who is on the phone and wants to do a second date update today, had a similar problem on his date. Dave, how you doing?
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Not much. So tell us a little bit about your date.
Well, I met this girl named Reese on a dating app, and we chatted online for a little bit, and we decided to go on a date, and we went out for dinner. I wanted to make it like an early dinner, sort of keep it open-ended in case things were going really well.
Oh,
good idea.
You were planning ahead of time just in case you could take her back to your place?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
But you kind of just did.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
Hey, let's go to dinner. There's this cute place right around the corner from my house. So in case we have a little too much, we can just walk back to my house. I mean, no big deal, right?
That was I wouldn't say that wasn't on my mind.
At least you're honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like I don't like going further than a stone's throw from my place.
Sure.
So did the night end like you had hoped?
It didn't go badly. I had a really, really good time. We had a really good time at dinner, and I think I did pick the right kind of place that she would have liked. But there was a funny thing that happened that I feel like threw everything off for the night, was that before we ordered food, I asked her what she was thinking of getting, and she mentioned that she was thinking about getting an appetizer, a salad, and a main course.
Okay.
And I said, this was such a stupid thing to say, but I said, wow, it's refreshing to meet a girl that isn't afraid to eat like one of the guys.
That is definitely the wrong thing to say.
I know what you meant, but when it comes out, that is so bad.
You're like, oh, it's nice to go out with a girl who's not going to just order a salad and act like she never eats. Is that exactly how you said it, though?
It was just like I thought I was being funny, and as soon as I said that, there was just this dead silence at the table, and I was immediately trying to just eat my words, but oh man.
So how did she react after you said that?
Well, she just kind of stared at me, and she rolled her eyes and said, well, I'll just order a salad then.
Did she just order a salad then?
She got the salad and the main course. But we skipped the appetizer.
If you would have been a smart man, you ordered the appetizer for her at that point.
And then eat it in front of her. And go, you don't get any because you punked out on the appetizer.
I went to the bathroom and looked at myself in the mirror, and I was just like, what am I going to do?
Did you take a chance to laugh at yourself a little bit?
Definitely after the fact, but immediately I was embarrassed and apologetic and stuck my foot in my mouth, essentially.
Did she seem cool after that?
It took me some time, but I feel like I kind of roped her back in. By the time our food got there, she was laughing at my jokes again. And
so you guys were back on a good level after that. It wasn't like she just shut down and ended the date.
We were having really good conversation, just back and forth. But it's just I made this one slip up, and I couldn't get it off my mind as soon as I said it.
Yeah, if I had said that during a date, I'd be like, I just screwed everything up. You want to end it now? Because I could pay, and we get you a to-go box for all the food you just ordered. And we can go our separate ways. How did everything end with her?
Well, what happened was I said, like I was planning to, do you want to go back to my place? And she said she wouldn't be able to tonight. So I ended up just driving her home. And she said I had a really good time, and that was it.
Yeah, of course she couldn't go back to your place. She was too full.
No,
bloated, didn't want to get naked.
No kiss or anything?
No kiss.
Nothing. Did you make plans to go out again?
That's the thing. I've called her a couple of times, and she just said that she's busy. Like, if she'd made it clear, I would leave her alone.
Okay. So instead, you want to call her on our show and ask her in front of, I don't know, at least 10 people who are listening, why she's not calling you back.
That seemed like a pretty solid idea to me.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Dave is on the phone with us today, and he wants to do a second date update with a girl named Reese. They met on a dating app, went out for dinner. And he thinks the reason that she's not calling him back is during dinner there was an awkward point where she was like, I want an appetizer, a salad, and a main course. Mm-hmm. And apparently he made a crack like, whoa, it's nice to go out with a girl who has such a healthy appetite. And then he started going, Suey, feeding time, woo! And then making hog noises at her right across the table, which I thought was really a bold move on your part, Dave. Yeah, he just started doing all that kind of stuff. Like somehow he got a triangle, he was ringing it like a dinner bell. I don't know how you did all that, Dave.
Yeah, that's right. You forgot. I took a little bell out and tied that around her neck, so it makes sense.
Oh my God!
I forgot about that part, Dave.
That is awful.
Dave essentially did that because he sort of made fun of her for eating a lot. What did you say to her again?
All I said was, it's refreshing to meet a girl that isn't afraid to eat like one of the guys. It was a joke.
Yeah,
and that's the reason that Dave thinks she's not calling him back is because he thinks, yeah, I mean, I think it is too. But after that moment, she got a little awkward, and then he feels like he got her back on track, and she was laughing at the end of the date, and everything seemed cool, but she will not go out with him again. So he is pretty much assuming that's the reason.
Yep, pretty much.
All right. I'm going to dial the phone number right now, get her on the phone, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Reese, please?
This is Reese.
Hi, Reese. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Like the radio?
Yep, it is the radio calling you. I am the radio.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you recently went out on a date with a guy named Dave. And Dave told us a little bit about your date. He also said that you have been kind of blowing him off. So he asked us to get you on the phone and find out if there's something wrong with Dave.
Okay.
Is there?
Well, I'm not really that interested in going on another date with him. It was a one-time thing.
Was it the fact that Dave made a crack about how much food you were ordering?
You know what? That should have been my first warning sign. That was almost a deal breaker. But
He told us a little bit about your date, and he said that he felt really bad when he made that joke.
yeah, he should have.
So you just said almost a deal breaker.
Yeah, it probably should have been. It should have been like a heads up to me, but no.
So was there a deal breaker on the date then?
I mean, yeah, definitely there was, and it happened right after dinner.
Oh, interesting. Dave didn't tell us that anything happened after dinner other than he took you back to your car and you left.
Honestly, I don't think he's even aware of it, to be honest.
Really?
So, do you mind telling us what it was, just so we can let him know?
Well, so they bring over the check, right? And that can sometimes be awkward, but he picks it right up and clearly wants to pay. And I'm like, okay, that's really nice. And I happened to just like peek over his shoulder at the amount, and he wrote in $0 for the tip.
Oh,
And he's like, let's head out. I could not. I was like, wait, what's happening? This is not how you end dinner.
So he stiffed the waiter.
He didn't tip at all.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, I have to ask him about this, obviously. And so I was like, did they screw up your meal? Like, what happened? You know, like, what's up?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, what are you talking about? Everything's good.
Okay. Do you think that he forgot to tip?
Well, I said, look, I happen to see that you didn't tip. And he just goes, oh, right. Oh, it's because I don't believe in tipping.
What?
Really?
Tipping isn't a belief system that you get to believe in or not believe in.
It is for some people. There are people out there who don't believe in tipping and won't tip. So he's one of those guys.
Apparently, I guess.
What was his? Did he give you a reasoning? Did you talk about it some more, or was that just it?
I'll be honest. I was so livid at this point, but I did press him a little bit more. I was like, what do you mean you don't believe in it? And he just goes like, oh, well, the restaurant should pay the servers like the right amount.
Oh, God, I hate this.
Right. They should, but that's not the real world.
Listen, I used to be a waitress.
Yeah, I worked in food service for a long time.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I would be super pissed if I went out with somebody and they didn't tip.
Oh, man.
And honestly, our waiter was like great, totally like normal, great guy. And I just like, I remember what the experience was like. If someone doesn't tip you, you just get like, I just felt like my whole like ears get hot and just get like so what did I do wrong? And why would somebody like be so, it's just disrespectful.
Do you think he could tell that you were upset about it?
I tried to hide it. Like, I did not want to get into a fight with a guy that I don't really know that well on a first date.
I personally can't stand it when people don't tip. I'd love to get in a fight with Dave. Wouldn't you just like to tell him off a little bit?
I mean, honestly, I did, but I would like the best way to handle this is just like put it behind me.
What if I gave you the opportunity to tell him off?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, I mean that Dave's actually on the other line listening. And has been waiting to talk to you.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Hey, Reese. Is it really such a big deal that I don't tip?
Yes, it's a really big deal. It's like you're not a human being. You don't respect other human beings. And like their job. Sorry, but that is what it is. And
Are we just getting into personal attacks right now? I can't believe this is even a thing.
What? Do you not understand how if you're dating, like, do you not understand that I used to be a waitress? I will never date somebody who doesn't
be a waitress. Like I can see that you've been brainwashed by this thing.
Oh my God!
I don't know if you guys know this. Tipping's a total
scam.
How is it
Well-
a scam? What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Well, like your money is going to go straight to the server? Like most servers don't even claim that on their taxes.
So you're worried about...
Yeah, most don't, but that's how they make a living is by tips.
It's not my responsibility to tip them. It's like they should make more money from their job. If the restaurant learned to pay them, that's a lesson well taught.
So you think that you're doing...
Oh my god. And in the meantime, just every single person who works in the food industry just gets like completely shorted just because you don't believe in tipping.
Well, it's like a battle one step at a time. Like this is something the restaurants need to learn.
So you feel like you not tipping is taking a stand against the man, and you're going to force restaurants somehow to pay their staff more if you don't tip.
Absolutely.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
That is
disgusting. It's so disgusting.
Why is this a thing? Like in Europe, they don't tip.
Yeah. You see why I'm not going to go out with this guy again? I mean, you'd be afraid.
Dave, are you this cheap in every aspect of your life or just in tipping?
I'm not cheap. Like what? Like why is this such a big deal to you people?
Because it's what we do here in America is we tip.
And it says
What
everything...
you do is not pay extra money to people who don't deserve it.
What? I mean, it just says everything about who you are and the way you treat other people.
Yeah.
Google this. There are blog posts and news sites that are devoted to this subject. This is a scam, and there's no reason that this industry should be supported.
Oh
Okay.
my god!
So he seems normal, but he's a crazy person. Right?
Yeah.
This is totally crazy.
I can't believe I'm having this conversation.
I'm sorry. Hey, Dave, you know what? I'm sure you have a fabulous blog set up about your views on tipping. I'm going to respectfully disagree with you, though, sir. But I will ask Reese if she'd like to go on a second date with you. Reese, would you like to go out with Dave again?
No.
I'll throw in the tip. Don't have to worry about that.
It's very funny.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.